Okay, so here's the deal about science and happiness. If you kind of take a whole overview of what psychologists have done, and they've done a whole bunch of work on happiness in the last 2 decades. By the way, that was after you and I stopped going to school, so we may not have heard about it. They know a lot more than they used to about what makes people happy. And as they've studied it generally in things that fall into 3 categories. One is outside circumstances, including things like fame and good looks and money and all that stuff. The second thing is the intentional activities, much of them inside your own head, that you can control. Not outside circumstances, but the circumstances that are under your control and to a large degree are inside your own head, how you look at things. And the last thing is what most of the scientists call a happiness set point, because it turns out that we're not all born at the same level of happiness, and you do inherit a tendency to look on the bright side or the not so bright side. So if these are the main categories, your happiness set point that you're born with, the intentional perspectives and activities that are under your control, or outside circumstances. And if I were to tell you that the percentage that these 3 factors influence how happy you are were 10%, 40%, and 50%. And you tell me which one of these 3 are the 10% or the 50% or the 40%. Would it be this? Says Susan. Nope, said Billy. Oh no, said Susan. Yep, it's this. Really? Outside circumstance only have a 10% influence over how happy we are? That's not what, are you trying to say, says Millie, that's not what you've been led to believe? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. I mean, lotteries and yachts and diamonds and cars and all that stuff. It's going to make you happy. Well, there's certainly a lot of people telling you that.